what is produced? Vapors are produced. Why vapors are produced? The alcohol. So alcohol is a volatile component, and after putting it in the hot vessel, then it is getting evaporated immediately. So here I am having the alcohol. This is the blue color alcohol which is kept over here, and can you see? This is a beaker, and this beaker is containing the blue color alcohol. And this is a empty beaker, and this is the beaker which is containing water. Now I will put a gas jar on it. Then after some time, after few hours, what will happen? The vapors will be coming out from the water, and that vapors will not go into the surrounding because of the enclosure here, and this is enclosed with the help of the gas jar. There is no way to get outside the vapors. Okay, so the vapors will remain inside the gas jar, and after remaining the vapors inside the gas jar, what will happen? The vapor pressure will be produced, and the vapor pressure produced on the surface of the water. Okay, see this figure. In this figure, I am having the pure water, that is the pure solvent. Here also I am having the pure solvent, and because of the evaporation and the vapors are produced, and the vapor pressure will be produced due to the pure solvent. It is a constant value, that is P01. Okay, so the suppose that P01 is the vapor pressure produced by the pure water, pure component. Now here I am having the alcohol, that is this is the blue color alcohol, and here also I will put the gas jar. Okay, I will put the gas jar on it, and after few hours, what will happen? The alcohol will also get evaporated, and as it is getting evaporated, then the vapor will come out, and it is not having any passage to go outside into the surrounding. It will remain inside the gas jar, and because of that, what will happen? It will going to produce the pressure on the surface of the alcohol. So what will happen? It will produce the vapor pressure on it, and the vapor pressure due to the pure alcohol. So here this alcohol is also 100% pure, and this water is also 100% pure. And because of this, what will happen? It will produce the vapor pressure P02. So this P02 is also a constant value because of the 100% purity of the alcohol. So whenever any 100% pure liquid is going to produce the vapor pressure, then that is considered as a constant value. Okay. Suppose after this, what I will going to do is that I will take here 200 ml of the water. Okay. Here I have taken the 200 ml of the water. Okay. And I will take the alcohol also in it. Here alcohol is mixed up in it, and I have taken the more amount of the alcohol in it. And see, I will put the gas jar on it. After few hours, 4 to 5 hours, what will happen? The vapor pressure will be produced. Now here vapor pressure will be produced by the alcohol as well as the water. So water which is present here, that is also going to produce the vapor pressure, and the alcohol which is here, that is also going to produce the vapor pressure. Both of them are going to produce the vapor pressure. Now here, see here, that is this figure is shown here. So here, if you see, the alcohol is in more quantity. I have added more quantity of the alcohol. So vapor pressure produced by the alcohol will be more, that, and that vapor pressure will be called as a partial vapor pressure of the alcohol. That is called as P2. And the vapor pressure, partial vapor pressure produced by the water is less, and that is called as the partial vapor pressure of the water, that is P1. Okay, so P1 and P2 are the partial vapor pressures. Now here This vapor pressure is depending upon the amount of the solvent which is present here, amount of the liquid which is present here. If there is more alcohol is there, then vapor pressure of alcohol will be more. If there is more water is there, then vapor pressure, the partial vapor pressure of the water will be more. So in this way, this X2 represent the partial vapor, X2 represent the mole fraction of the alcohol, and X1 represent the mole fraction of the water. So here I have added, in this experiment I have added more alcohol. So here the mole fraction of the alcohol is more than the water. Okay, so therefore what I will write down, the X2 is more than X1. Okay, now after all these things I am going to produce some equation. What is that equation? This equation is this: P1 is directly proportional to X1. That means if I am having more amount of water, then the P1 will be more. Okay, that means P1 is directly proportional to X1, mole fraction of the water. The partial vapor pressure produced by the water will be more if the mole fraction of the water, that is X1, is more, and if the P2, so if the partial vapor pressure of the alcohol is more, then the mole fraction of the alcohol will also be more. So that is represented by P2 is directly proportional to X2. Okay. Now these two equations I am having. And here are proportionality sign is also present in it. Now if I want to remove the proportionality sign, then what I will have to do? So equal to sign and one constant. And here constant is P01. Now here the P01 came from where? The P01 is the vapor pressure of the pure solid. That is the vapor pressure of the pure water. That is P01. So here after removing the proportionality sign, I have written here equal to sign P01 constant value and multiplied by X1, that is the mole fraction of the water. And here the partial vapor pressure P2 is equal to P02, that is here the vapor pressure produced by the pure alcohol P02. Okay, and that is the constant value. So constant value into X2, that is the mole fraction of the alcohol. So in this way, I am having this formula, that is the partial vapor pressure of this component is directly proportional to the mole fraction of that component. The partial vapor pressure of this component is directly proportional to the mole fraction of that component. So from this thing, what is the conclusion? Conclusion that the partial vapor pressure of each component in the solution is directly proportional to the mole fraction of that component in the solution. So here, look here, that is nothing but it is the Raoult's law for the volatile liquid. So Raoult's law for volatile liquid says that the partial vapor pressures of each component, that means these and this, partial vapor pressure of the each component is directly proportional to its mole fraction present in the solution. So partial vapor pressure of each component is directly proportional to the mole fraction of that component in the solution. So this is called as the Raoult's law for the volatile liquids. Okay. Thank you.